los coños black de mí te tengo grata.
Here's my wide receivers. I'll run through them. I know Kansas City, they got a really good corner and everything, but we're talking PPR and daily fantasy, so I like Keenan Allen.
Right now, just getting a huge amount of targets.
Oh, yeah. And that's what you want to see. I mean, PPR, he's not crazy expensive either, which leads into my next one, Jarvis Landry. If Cutler's going to look to throwing the ball that much, I'll take Jarvis Landry against the Jets for sure. To continue on, my Carolina against the Saints. I mean, Kelvin Benjamin. I mean, this would be your week. I know he's also questionable too, but this would be his week to get into the end zone as well. Tall body. This next pick's fully assuming that Sam Bradford comes back. Nobody really seems to know.
Yeah.
But Stephon Diggs against Tampa Bay, and then also Thielen. I like Thielen a lot too.
PPR monster right there.
Yep.
Maybe.
Out of the cheaper, he's still cheaper even after showing out a little bit last week. But Martavis Bryant against Chicago. I mean, I mean, you've liked him a lot. Curse for the Jets against Miami. I mean, it seems like McCown, they're gonna have to throw the ball every game. It seems like McCown likes him. I believe in like yearly fantasy, he's like the sixth best fantasy wide receiver right now.
Oh my
Mostly
God.
because he tore into your Raiders.
Yeah, he did. We're like, hey man, Jets gotta score sometimes.
And then if you want to just pick a player, say you're doing a Thursday one, I think
Cooper Kupp, baby.
yeah, I mean I think Cooper Kupp, they probably gonna lock into the sides, so I think Cooper Kupp just in that slot position. I mean,
Jeff Goddard, Jared Goff's best friend.
yeah, apparently lived with each other a little bit. So I mean, hey, that's my wide receivers.
I would totally agree with you on Keenan Allen right now. In my belt league, he is absolutely my best receiver, and he's the only one I could trust right now. So, completely agree with you on Keenan Allen. And surprisingly, you would think that the Chiefs secondary would kind of shut down wide receivers as much, but
They really haven't.
they really haven't, and they give up a lot of yards to them, which is
They
Keenan
mostly
Allen.
have stopped teams from scoring the ball, but
Yeah.
they still give up a ton of yards.
Yeah, and which that's what Keenan Allen does. He doesn't really catch that many touchdowns.
Nah, he's
so,
not
I
a
mean,
big instant threat.
So I like Keenan Allen a lot. Michael Thomas versus the Panthers. I don't really believe in the Panthers defense or pass defense. Their run defenses look really good. They definitely
They
shut down the
They haven't
Cowboys.
played anybody yet though.
Yeah.
They went to San Fran and they went to Buffalo.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think
Oh, actually, Buffalo game was at home.
kind of how we're talking about the Panthers getting their buckets and fantasy, all those players. I think that will obviously cause the Saints to have to throw the ball a lot, which I don't think. I think this is the game for Michael Thomas to have a big game. Sticking with everybody against the Bengals right now, Devontae Adams. For some reason, Jordy is out, which sounds like I guess
He
he's gonna
practiced
play.
full today, so.
Please sit out. I need you to for my fantasy team, okay? If he does, Devontae Adams versus Cincy, I just think
Either way, Devontae Adams versus
yeah, one of them's gonna get a touchdown. There's gonna be a lot of touchdowns in that game. Let's just say it that much.
for one team.
For one team. We gotta be careful talking about touchdowns with the Bengals.
Straight up allergic to the end zone.
Another one is Ty versus the Browns. The Browns. Listen, Ty can't get in the end zone against the Browns. And Brissett actually didn't look as bad as Scott.
Nah,
Taylor.
ended up making that bad interception to start off
Yeah.
overtime, but really that was his only mistake.
In the same game, one that you're going to hear a lot is Higgins for the Browns. Can't remember his first name, but I expected to take a lot of Corey Coleman's targets, which Corey Coleman got hurt, broke his hand. I think the same thing he did last year.
Yeah.
Colts defense, horrible, just like the Browns. So I expect that game there'll be a lot of fantasy points either way. Someone's getting fantasy points. It might be 7-7 or 10-7 or something like that going into the fourth quarter. Someone's gonna get some fantasy points. So we're gonna go into tight ends now. Kind of with you with the Diggs and the Thielen, assuming that Sam Bradford plays, which I saw a video today him warming up, and it looked a lot better than him warming up Sunday. So I'm assuming he's gonna play. I like Kyle Rudolph and versus the Bucks. I mean the Bucks defense is good, solid.
Oh, Rudolph had a hell of a catch last
Yeah.
week too.
He looks great right now, and honestly, you can usually depend on him to get you about 4 or 5 points. So I mean, if he gets in the end zone, which I think is very capable of doing, he just looks like a great tight end right now. Going into someone who looks like a great tight end is Zach Ertz. What in the world is he on about?
Got him on mine too. As long as Carson Wentz is gonna throw the ball to him like 12 plus times a game, give me all the Ertz.
And Eric Ebron just had a huge game against the Giants, so I mean,
probably hurt.
Yeah,
he probably got hurt on the play back.
So if he can have a big game against the Giants, then so can Zach Ertz. Going to continue with the Bengals theme here. Martellus Bennett. Listen, one of these people are getting in the end zone. You just take your choice of what you want. And then going with the Oakland and Redskins game, I think if Jordan Reed plays, I think he'll have a good game against Oakland, mainly because our linebacking crew is terrible. If he doesn't play, I expect Vernon Davis, who showed when Jordan Reed is out, which is a lot. If he's out, then Vernon Davis can step in and kind of fill those. He's not going to be the same. He's not going to get you 20 points like Reed can some weeks, but he'll be solid for you. You can get his touchdown.
Gotta say, just like how hard it is to have a tight end right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you're talking like year-long fantasy, it's tough.
It's definitely tough. Trust me, I've already went through about 4 of them in one league. So. Evan Ingram's the only guy right now that I'm just stashed.
For my tight ends, Travis Kelce against the Chargers, and I wish they didn't move to Los Angeles because it makes me think they're the Los Angeles Clippers.
I keep calling them San Diego Chargers.
So Zach Ertz against the Giants. I mean, as long as Carson Wentz is going to keep looking to him like that, I mean, why not? Player that, I mean, I noticed just from watching part of the, like, I was watching Red Zone channel, Jack Doyle for Indianapolis.
A lot of targets.
Already, it seems like Brissett just clicked with him real quick. And, I mean, if you're in PPR, that's what you want. You got to think he could get in the end zone against Cleveland. It's possible.
If anybody can get in the end zone.
I think now that Gates got that record, which he called,
I did call that, by the way.
I think Hunter Henry started to play a little bit more. I guess I wouldn't mind some Hunter Henry against KC.
I called that, by the way.
And then his Evan Ingram against Philly. Also a fan of that.